Alright, okay. Yo, what's up? This is your boy Germs from Germs Boxing, aka Germstradamus, the boxing prophet. Yeah, whoop-de-whoop. I know a lot of you guys are thinking, what the fuck happened to Germs Boxing? It's been over like 3 months, he hasn't put on a video. Yeah, I know, I have to apologize. I mean, I'm not gonna come up with no excuses, but for some reason I didn't do it. I haven't given you my predictions for the other fights, but hey, you know, the Klitschko's were gonna win anyways, you know. So what we thought was gonna happen, happened. Okay, there was no real shocking upset, except maybe the one with Mitchell. You know what I mean? I predicted this at a website at eastsideboxing.com. I told them Mitchell is an upset waiting to happen because he punches just like Kimbo Slice. He puts his chin right over his fucking front foot and he dangles it right there. You know, he doesn't have the proper fundamentals to carry a big guy just like himself. He had a knee surgery. You gotta understand, when you're a heavyweight, you need everything. You need to be agile. You need to be mobile. And this guy having his leg problems shouldn't jump in the ring so soon. You know, I knew he had some foot knee injury. A lot of people didn't pay attention to it, but you know, he was trying to go in. He's trying to with Jonathan Banks. He was trying to break that down. Jonathan Banks, hooty lolly of walloping that motherfucker and ragdolling him. Ragdolling the big guy, knocking him out in the second round. Ooh, I love upsets, but that one right there was ridiculous. Anyways, I wanted to talk about, you know, some fights that happened, and I'll jump right into face first with the boxing predictions. Adrian Broner. Man, can anybody say Mayweather look like Mayweather Part 2 and shit? A lot of people, I actually read this somewhere. Somebody said, I don't like Adrian Broner because it reminds me too much of Floyd Mayweather. You know, well, that's some hater shit right there. You have to understand, you have to recognize real talent when you see it. So, you know, because this is the same bullshit that I heard, not that I heard, but at least on videotapes or reels, that, you know, when Cassius Clay was coming up, a lot of people were talking shit about Cassius Clay just the same exact way they were talking shit about Floyd Mayweather and, you know, Adrian Broner or whatever. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, these kind of cats, you know, when they're too flashy, flamboyant, at the same time skilled for you, and then beat the shit out of you and then clown on you, expect it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the way they are, man. You know, Adrian Broner beat the shit, demolished Antonio DeMarco. And I thought DeMarco was going to go in there and put some heat on him, because DeMarco is like that. You know, DeMarco is actually a good puncher. He's a good, boxer. A boxer puncher. But he just took him apart like a stuffed teddy bear. You know what I mean? Like it was ridiculous. So I was like, you know what? I take my hat off for Adrian Broner. You know, big time skills right there. You guys got something great going on. Okay, and like I said. Oh, my bad. Let me see. Oh yeah, Ricky Hatton. Ricky Hatton jumps in against the Ukrainian. I forgot his name, but he was doing his old school, you know, Ricky Hatton thing. You see, the thing about Ricky Hatton, he leaps in naked all the time. You know what I'm saying? He leaps in naked. So when like right before he does anything, he always moves his head. So if I want to throw a left hook, I'm gonna go whoop, left hook. If I'm gonna throw a right hook, I go huh. Right hook, you know, that's the thing with Ricky Hatton. That's his problem. It's kind of like he measures his punches. When he got knocked out by Floyd Mayweather, it was the same fucking thing. He went in, you know, cocking back, and then left hook gets checked hook. Bam! Oh, and that's how he got knocked out. The same thing with Manny Pacquiao. He jumps in with a jab, and boom, he gets knocked out. And now this time with the Ukrainian, he coils in like a cobra, and right before he's gonna hit, the dude hits him in the stomach. Ah! And that's it. It knocked out Ricky Hatton in one punch in a fight that Ricky Hatton was winning in front of in Manchester. In Manchester, all of that went to shit with one punch. Have you ever got hit with a liver shot like that? Man! Dude, I never got punched directly, but you know, me and my friends, you know, we were wrestling, and he picked me up and body slammed me to the ground, knocking the wind out of me. I'm assuming that's what it feels like. Dude, your legs, it's like someone chops them off. You know, there's no way you're gonna get up, even though your head's clear, even though you're not really in pain. It's impossible to get up. You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody just came by with a chainsaw, you know, chop both your fucking legs off. You know what I'm saying? It was like, it's painful, man. Ricky Hatton was doing the whole De La Hoya thing. Your stomach. You know what I mean? Like, he was in pain, man. I mean, that's crazy, man. I feel so bad for Ricky Hatton, man, because that just means that he's gonna be retired again. You know, I mean that sucks. I mean, that just sucks. Robert Guerrero, Andre Berto. He beat Andre Berto. I thought Andre Berto was actually gonna win this one because I just thought he was. But you know, Robert Guerrero, a lot of people said it was an ugly fight, but you know, sometimes you gotta do that. You know, for somebody who's really precise at counter punches, well actually no, Berto was doing the show. When you're precise at counter punches, you want to discombobulate that. You want to, you know, kind of fuck it up. So that's exactly what Guerrero was doing. He just mauled him. You know, even though it was ugly, it was just work. And then that's when heart takes over. And in this case, you know, Robert Guerrero's heart is so solidified from all the shit that he's been through with his wife, you know, with the whole cancer, the chemotherapy. So his heart is solid. And might I add, he comes from my next door town, Gilroy, yeah, right over the hill. So there's a bunch of shit around here that can harden a motherfucker. So that's what came out at the end. That heart. Work. And at the end of the day, Robert Guerrero got the victory. And you know what? Actually lined him up to fight Floyd Mayweather. I don't know about this one, because Floyd Mayweather goes in, he will rip one new asshole on Robert Guerrero. He will toy with him. He will boom, bang, bam, boom, bing, bang, boom. That's it. Floyd will counter his ass all night. Robert Guerrero will not be able to do that smothering shit on Floyd. Floyd will, what are you doing? What are you doing? Pow! What are you doing? Get the fuck off me! Bam! You know what I'm saying? Like Floyd will counter his ass all night. I mean, it is my hometown hero, Robert Guerrero, but it's Floyd, you know. So, hey, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Okay, what's another? What other fight was there? Youssef Mack was crap against Carl Froch and was stopped. It was a shit match anyways, but Carl Froch just demolished him. You know, he did what he was supposed to do. The other guy was like, what was it, Froch? He whooped his ass effortlessly. I mean, Mack, he was like he was not even an opponent. He just came in as a human punching bag. So that's no real big news. That's like whatever. But there's a heavyweight fight that's coming up that I'm actually like looking forward to, and a lot of people are overlooking this. You see, here in America, we are like, oh, heavyweights are dying here. You know why? Because every little prospect, we try to feed them to the Klitschko's right away, and the Klitschko will just next. They'll just demolish and wipe their asses with them. That's the thing. We just throw them in. Let's forget about a great heavyweight American. It's not gonna happen. It's not, because you know all this shit. I mean, look at what happened with what's his name, Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about getting that one boxer. Worry about getting the fights, getting good guys against each other, like Tyson Fury versus. Tyson Fury. My bad. Well, it doesn't matter. But this fight is being overlooked, and I don't know why people are not making such a big hype about it. Chris Arreola versus, what's his name? Bermain Sturvin, or whatever. Bermain, I'll just call him Bermain. Bermain versus Chris Arreola. Now, that fight that's something I want to watch. You see, you got Chris Arreola, who's a tough guy, who'll punch the shit out of you till the lights go out. And you got Bermain, who's somewhat of a little boxer that has ridiculous one-punch power in either hand, mostly the right hand. That's scary for Chris Arreola, but that's a little scary for Bermain. So it's kind of like, what's gonna win, the heart or the power? Chris Arreola also has power, so it's like, who knows? You see, that's the kind of fights we need to make here in America. You know what I'm saying? There's still fights out there that can be made that can save the division without trying to get a single champion. We already got one. He's been the champion 2 of them. So why are we gonna try to look for another one? Oh yeah, they're not American, you know. But hey, we've got champions, solid, solidified, power punching champions, mental. You know what I'm saying? But this fight, Bermain and Chris Arreola, now that's gonna be a good fight. You know, a good solid heavyweight match. You watch. It might even be candidate for fight of the year. One we haven't had in a long time in this weight division. You just watch. Okay. What we got? Oh yeah, Pavlik. Oh my God, they can give Kelly Pavlik to Andre Ward. That's like giving a piece of meat to a Wolverine, just dangling it. Pavlik. Dude, Pavlik got demolished and molested by Sergio Martinez and Hopkins. You know, 2's flashing, and now they're gonna give him to a bigger, stronger Andre Ward. This is ridiculous. You know, this is, you know, in that fight, Pavlik's gonna be a walking punching bag. That's all he is, because Pavlik just 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, boom, fight. The only way Pavlik is actually in the trenches is if he's in the trenches. If Ward is hurt, already tired, late in the fight, in a war with Pavlik, that's the only way. He's not gonna do that. He's gonna do the Hopkins to Pavlik. He's gonna go, turn him around, boom, hit him, turn him around. He's gonna just keep doing that to Pavlik, and we're gonna see another replica of a Pavlik versus Martinez, where Martinez butchers the shit out of Pavlik. A replica of Hopkins versus Pavlik. It's just that you know, a beating this bad to Pavlik. I think we're gonna see Pavlik get knocked out. I think we're gonna see him get knocked out for the first time, like really bad. I think, you know, Andre Ward will put Pavlik in retirement. He can beat him that bad. Especially with the skills that Ward has. He can beat him that bad. You know, I also want to take this time, I was just getting over Emmanuel Stewart's death, man. You know, rest in peace, man. You're a motherfucker. And then a week after or so, they shot Macho Camacho in the dome. I'm like, what the fuck? You know, these rest in peace, Hector Macho Camacho. You know, you're in my heart, always have been ever since I was a kid. You have no idea what Macho means, man. Macho Camacho knocks out Leonard, you know, fights Tito Trinidad. What's his name? He fights De La Hoya. He fights Julio Cesar Chavez. He fights. Who can say fought all those names? Nobody anymore. Nobody. You know, Camacho brought something. You know, without Camacho, there wouldn't be no Floyd Mayweather. Without Camacho, there wouldn't be no Roy Jones Jr. Without Camacho, Camacho inspired a lot of that. Oh my God! I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous how, you know, shit happens. You know, random acts of violence. You know, just everywhere in every country. You know, it saddens me, man. I was just watching Cotto versus Trout. A lot of people call it a robbery, or they say it should have been a draw. Man, dude, Cotto he's already passed. He got spanked pretty bad, dude. Ever since the first 3 rounds, I knew that Trout was gonna take it, because, you know, Trout being as tall as he is, countering Cotto coming in, you know, it was just really taking him apart, man. Cotto stood no chance. I mean, yeah, he was taking him to school. I mean, Cotto would maul him here and there, but it was nothing. It was nothing, man. I gave Cotto at least 4 rounds. You know, the rest, Trout took him. It was a close fight. Don't get me wrong. It's nothing that Cotto should be ashamed of and retire at after. No. But it did kind of mess up the fight with Canelo. Cotto and Canelo. Now, that's something I wanted to watch. You know, because I wanted to see how Canelo had it, you know, but we won't see that. Trout and Canelo will not happen. You know, it's happened again when Josecito Lopez upset Ortiz, you know? So, yeah, that just sucks right there. Nonito Donaire versus Jorge Arce. That's going to be a good little fight. I mean, it's going to be a good little scuffle. Jorge Arce, you know, we know him as a little lollipop man. Lollipop blood, sombrero, that's him. You know, Nonito Donaire being a one-punch left hooker. You know, he always tries to look for it. Always tries to, but sometimes doesn't get it because he's looking for it. But I think he's going to get it right here with Arce. Arce is a face-first brawler. He will try to take Nonito Donaire into the trenches and try to make Nonito Donaire fight his fight. But Nonito Donaire is going to be way too quick, and eventually he's going to catch Arce with a left hook in round 5. Round 5, Arce goes down with a check left hook, just like any other opponent, but this one is going to walk into it with that big head of his. You know, it's going to hit him so hard, the lollipop's going to be flying to the audience. oh, you know what I'm saying? Some blood and everything. This fight I want to watch. Zab Judah versus Danny Garcia. That reminds me of the first Cotto versus Zab Judah. You know, because Zab Judah is going to be popping him. He's going to be popping him. You know, Danny Garcia, the thing about Danny Garcia is that he's strong, but he's vulnerable. He can get hit, you know? And the thing is, Zab Judah's got that counter left uppercut. Boom, bam! That left uppercut that splits him down the middle, and eventually that's what's gonna slice up and hurt Danny. But Danny's left hooks, man, are gonna eventually get close to Zab Judah, and he's gonna be hurting him, dinging him, and Zab Judah at the end he's gonna break down like he did against Cotto, and we're gonna see probably another chicken dance by Zab Judah. You know what I'm saying? Like Costa Zoo did that one time. But yeah, Danny Garcia will knock out Zab Judah in round 10. That's what it's gonna be in a good fight. It'll probably be the fight of the year. Like really, it'll be the fight of the year. It has that potential, you know, because Zab Judah is like rejuvenated his career, and right now this is kind of like a new Zab Judah. Not new. It's kind of like the new old Zab Judah. You know what I'm saying? So that Zab Judah versus Danny Garcia right now, a second win fighter versus a prime fighter. Anything can go. But my money's on Garcia. Now, the fight that I want to talk about is the fourth fight with Pacquiao Marquez. They both have muscle right now. Both of them are focused more on muscle. Actually, Freddie Roach is suspicious about Marquez, thinking that he's got steroids. You know, the irony. But if I'm gonna make the prediction based on this, you know, that they're both in their muscular prime. You know what I'm saying? Not in their prime, but you know that's what I'm saying. If in fact they're both a little thicker, Manny Pacquiao has been carrying heavier weight for the longest time, or longer time than Marquez. And Marquez, when he did pack up a little bit of weight, look what happened when he fought Mayweather, when he put on some muscle. You know, it kind of slows down Marquez a little bit. He gets stronger, but it slows him down a notch. And with Pacquiao, you can't be a little slow. You can't be, you know, your notch just has to be better or great, because if Marquez shows up a tad slower against Pacquiao in this one, it's going to be even, but Pacquiao getting the upper hand, you know, because, you know, they fought 3 times already, and it's even all the time, you know, it's even. But if this one, you know, there's more advantage to Pacquiao, I'm expecting a knockout for some reason, but I don't think, because they both want to go where they never talk about knockouts, and now they want to. Marquez doesn't want to give it to the judges. He wants to knock out Pacquiao, but can he knock out Pacquiao? The only way he can knock out Pacquiao, I mean, I've seen Pacquiao hurt in the head, but I've seen him get hurt more to the body. You know, as a matter of fact, he got knocked out to the body once. You know, and I think Marquez is going to try to go in there and really take it to him, and it's going to be another close fight. It's going to be the same shit, and Pacquiao's going to take it, and Marquez is going to say he got robbed again. It's the same shit. I don't see any difference here, boy. I don't see any difference here. You know, it's nothing. It's that's what's gonna happen. Okay, there's not the only person that can get knocked down is Marquez, but I think it's gonna go the distance, and maybe Pacquiao is gonna, you know, it's gonna have a little more. What do you call it? It's gonna be close. It's not gonna be closer, but Pacquiao is gonna actually have the upper hand in this fight finally. You know, if Pacquiao's finally gonna. He's gonna have, you know, he's not gonna walk away thinking that people they stole it from Marquez. No, I think he's gonna win it decisively. This is gonna be a solid win for Pacquiao. I'm gonna root for Marquez the whole night. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna root for Marquez. He's Mexican. I'm Mexican. Yeah, I'm gonna understand. But I think at the end of the day, Pacquiao's gonna take it. Pacquiao's gonna take it. But hey, as long as we get a fight of the year again, I'm all gravy. That's this weekend, man. I'm all gravy, man. If you just give me another win, another fight of the year, I don't care who wins. At that point, both of them win. You know, but if Pacquiao loses, it's gonna be a thorn in his fucking life. If Marquez loses, he feels like he never reached that point. But you know, but it's a good thing. I want to draw. Imagine that if we had a draw. What if we had a fifth? No, Charlie. Okay, so anyways, this is Germs Boxing Germs, aka Germs Dollars, the Boxing Prophet. Let me know what you guys want to hear. I'll be jumping on it soon. I probably won't make another video till next January or something. But any thoughts that you guys have, you know, just shoot them to me, man. Just shoot them to me, because you know I like to get things and marinate on them, you know. But I promise I won't take 3 months anymore. I promise. At least 1 video a month. At least. That's my goal for next year. 1 video a month. At the very least. Maybe 2. Okay? But I need you guys to keep pressuring me. All these suggestions right here that you heard are all just, you know, from subscribers. And, you know, obviously I've been sitting on you for a minute, but I eventually get at you. Okay? No one's beating the Klitschko soon. Remember that. Anyways, Germs, I got music. Go Germs the Rapper if you want to hear my shit. Or, you know, bada boom, bada bing. That's it, alright? Peace.